Hi, everyone. I'm your friend, host, and DM Fish. Joining here with me today is my comrades because I have decided right now that this is a communist bloc. Jason, Mark, Sam, and of course, Muty.
Just want
We
everyone.
have switched over to
Oh,
Foundry Virtual Tabletop. This is my first time DMing and using Foundry as a DM, so there may be some slight hiccups and not a full, complete experience, but we can only get better from here. Today's session opens up in the royal house of Kir Sabal, high up in the mountains and plateaus somewhere in Chult. The day has gone from good to stormy. Rain pattering, battering against the sides of the house, pooling up on the roof and sometimes leaking through. Buckets have been set out to collect the water, and idle promises made by the variety of people living there of, yeah, I'll go up and fix it tomorrow, knowing that tomorrow most of them are leaving. Koshkal and Koshak have sequestered themselves, along with a variety of other Irakakra, for more than half of the day, preparing a great feast to celebrate the bounty the group has gathered and more or less to celebrate the group. And it's about right now that the wastrels and their various party members have just returned from the bathhouses or their private rooms from gussing themselves up. And Eric Hakra and what is most likely an invisible servant has begun to set the table with plates and food covered in banged up tin sheltering. And if you guys
Ambient.
if you guys will please place yourselves at the table.
Um, I,
you're gonna have to give me a minute because I'm not gonna fix this scene too. Y'all with your name changes messing me up and stuff.
sucks to suck. Oh, you're kidding me.
That's what you get, Sam.
Mhm.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
I don't have my mouse with me at the
Oh
moment,
no!
but when you like go and like scroll out and like try to scroll in at some other place, it just scrolls into the first place. Heck, let me find a pencil. Not pencil. I know I have one right here.
Finding out about alt mouse drag is like OBS is like a lifesaver to me right now. Where did uh Jet would probably follow Tyrion, so wherever he's at.
Tyrion is out for the moment. He is taking extra time in getting himself ready.
Jet probably scolded the living shit out of him, telling him that he looks fine and he needs to just come downstairs. Uh, he'll,
Batteries.
he'll take this seat, and Jet's gonna ask Cole if he can save the seat between them for um Tyrion.
Wow, Jet, forget your boyfriend's name for a second.
It's been 2 weeks.
Cole nods.
It's been
2 weeks.
And you looked at me. God, this is what we're doing now.
All right, talks amongst yourselves while I take care of something really quickly.
If that's the case. Ko,
Yes, Jet. What is it?
is it possible? Oh God, I have to remember the voice. Is it possible for Tyrion to sit next to between us right here?
Oh, of course. I just sit here because Marjonar is going to take the seat right there, and then Na or Shago is going to sit next to me. I don't know who's
Oh,
going to yet.
okay, then Tyrion will just sit on this side, and he'll just put his hand on the seat that's right here.
Either way.
No, understandable. I didn't know you. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Shago and Kojak. Only co-parenting.
Be such a wild, like, first day of school. Drinks have been delivered, goblets, and for everybody, Divaneth, etc., so forth, except for Soul, uh, giving him an opportunity to use any of the drinks or cups he might have brought along with him.
He, looking very excited for this opportunity, pulls out a Cedrum mug.
Of course he does.
Yes, he does. Why wouldn't he?
That's real topical, seeing as in the next couple of days he's on his way out.
Very true, but
Oh,
we
with
don't
no
know
idea that the namesake of his mug is about to die. Man, this is a pretty sick mug.
I mean, I
Love
could
it.
go with Cobalt Lambier, who is, watching his friends die
Undying.
horribly.
Mm.
So I mean,
It,
there are other options.
that's a whole different story. We
None
don't
of
know
them
what
would.
they know. I'm just saying.
Oh goddamn!
So, as far as the credits in Port Nyanzaru go, what equipment do we need? We don't really know how long we're going to be stuck out in the jungle.
Well, I suppose we could look over our lists. I know we still need, if we're going to be traveling a long way. Do we ever get the proper refill of our whatchamacallits? The things that are important. The
Rations, bug
No,
salt.
bug salve. That's the word. Sorry. I'm having some sore muscles. I'm not able to quite move still yet. But it's fine.
Right.
Wasn't she making them for us? Isn't that why we were waiting?
Yeah, I was under the impression I was going to take a couple days for her to finish the bug salve order.
That's right, that's what it was. That and the rations that we were doing, but we were also trying to figure out. Did we ever figure out if what we're doing for the trip? Are we waiting for artists, or are we going with artists, or artists? Did someone talk to you? Because that wasn't me.
Artis will like look up from where he's on his like third cup of tej and set it down. He'll glance at Dragonbait, and Dragonbait will like kind of motion with his hands. No.
I think we were in the middle of discussing it, and that's mostly because we weren't sure which direction we want to go next.
Oh. Oh, we were.
Like, we hedged our bets most likely on Dongranglang, but there was no concrete plan.
Oh.
Tungrungle, especially if we are able to get an assist from artists, isn't that far away. And then we could return here and pick up any materials that need to be ferried in from Port Nyanzaru, or give Mizunare time to complete any projects that she's working on for us. Surely we have enough in the way of supplies to get to Dungarmelon and back. Not that long of a trip.
Well, then, it's a matter of what direction we want to go next, then. What would be the most savvy use of our supplies?
Well, I can attest that I would like to put forward with you guys the idea that we still have to go find Alba.
That's because he's at a location where a cube is, right?
Yes, and also he's in, I think, a not good situation at the moment. And they had 14 days before they moved on to someplace I would prefer he not have to go again. But I don't know how long it's been since then.
We should reach out to him and see what's going on. I think would be the best way to start there. But he's on the other side of the continent.
I thought I did. I thought didn't Soul ask to message Alba real quick?
Not today, like this session.
No,
I
I
don't think
know.
we did because last session, before either Soul or Cole could get a hold of Jet, Jet learned his brother died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right, because it went to Liz, and then Jet
Mhm.
walked away. That's right. Thank you. I honestly couldn't remember.
Okay. We'll remember for you.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, but
Tyrion will finally emerge from carrying the gramophone from his room. He's been wearing the same clothes that he's been wearing at Kirsabal the whole time, but he's managed to like cut his hair, wash it, and he looks a lot better than he has in the entire time you guys have seen him. And he's comically carrying this huge gramophone that's maybe 3 times the size of his like width down the stairs, making like grunting sounds each step.
Do you need help, Tyrion?
How far away is he?
Feet,
Say that again. You cut out.
20 feet.
Okay, then
20 feet?
20 feet? Oh, okay. Sorry, I kept cutting. I'll let Soul finish the thing first before Jet does it.
Do you need any help? Tyrion?
See Tyrion's eyes kind of pop over the trumpet. Yes.
Right. He will stand and go help Tyrion with the gramophone.
Alright, meeting him about halfway, you'll easily shoulder the burden of carrying the gramophone, the size of it not being as much of a problem for you. And you'll set it down, presumably in the position that Tyrion asks you to set it down in.
Mm-hmm. He does. He only gives him
Nice.
a small side eye, but it's I'm getting to learn to like you side eye.
It completely goes over Tyrion's head.
That tracks.
After a moment, Tyrion starts to futz with the gramophone, and the conversation continues as normal. less Aarakocra are bringing in food, and it's more Koshkal and an invisible person carrying food now. Dinner will be beginning soon.
Tyrion, can you just stop playing with that and just come sit?
But to make music.
Yes, but it's we're going to be eating, and you're a guest here. Not the entertainment this time.
No, I'm the entertainment. Marjanari said that I had to make sure music was playing, or she'd.
Fine. Jet grumbles and like leans back a little bit and pouts.
Have a sweet DJ gig.
Being forced.
Come on, babe. Support me in this.
All right, what next?
Well, as far as supplies and things like that go, we have to create some hard and fast numbers of what we need, what we would like to sort of get out of our credit that we have with Port Nine Zaru. I don't know if it needs anything or it feels they need anything.
Nope.
There you are. Well, looking at our clearance sheets, maybe. What the heck? One moment. I was about to pull up our Google Docs. It gave me a weird cache cookie thing instead. Nice. But it's here now. Right. Well, we currently have well, this is not the most updated list. Heck. You're doing a bad job, guys. Oh shit.
With a scratch, music floods the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jet's pout slowly goes away as he hears Tyrion play again.
Aww.
Let's do the gramophone. He's not playing shit.
He's channeling.
We'll take a seat besides Jet.
On the other side. That was spoken for.
Move over to the other seat.
I don't know. Said it. I'm sorry.
Cole said if Shago or Na decide to sit near him, and Shago's already sat next to Duvanev.
Whatever.
Forced to be on the baby corner.
Yeah, because Jet takes up so much room.
I mean,
I think the funniest part of this is that Yoka is at the head of the table.
Yeah.
I'm a king!
Kushkal finishes setting the dinner table and sort of moves around, making sure that everyone's plates have been set. There are no utensils, and she'll kind of calmly explain that they'll be eating with their hands or the, tortillas that have been set out. And she'll slowly lift the lids off of the various platters and bowls and things that have labored on the table. And what you see is a massive meal. Instead of the three courses being set out in stages, they've been set out at once. You have bowls and plates of fruits, fresh, some of them bruised and tender from the transportation. There's passion fruit, mangoes cut into shapes, flowers and roses and lilacs. There's coconuts, blackberries, nectarines still in their soft shell. There's bowls of chilled fruits, pears, cherries, blueberries. The pears have been cut into cubes, and the cherries have been pitted and looped onto string bracelets, while the
What?
blueberries are speared on toothpicks and threes. There's bowls of honey with those honeycomb things to drizzle honey over your fruits and heavy cream off to the side. There's pitchers of pressed fruit drinks, apple juice, orange juice, strawberry juice, all of them incredibly fragrant. The main course is primarily vegetarian, salads made out of the unusual leaves and flowers you've seen while traveling, sprinkled with pecans, almonds, dates, and other type of hardy fruits and nuts that would survive the journey well. There's flat, flaky bread piled and steaming on special ceramic plates, and kind of littered around the table without care are varying types of oils, most of them chili based. There's roasted chili peppers filled with a slow cooked herb paste. And the primary source of protein appears to be plates of eggs, cooked in every way you can cook an egg, and then some more. There's poached, scrambled, soft boiled, hard boiled, the soft boiled eggs being served in those fancy egg holders. And there's about several pitchers of alcoholic drinks, tej, mead, and positioned at the end of the table near Majunari, Yoka, Eku, and Shago is an unopened small cask of ale that must have been aging in somebody's room for years. Really hope I didn't cut out through that.
Nope.
Nope. Well recorded.
10 out of 10.
Wonderful.
Because I'd be starving otherwise.
Ivana's going to go out of her way to make a breakfast sandwich with that flaky bread and some of the cooked egg.
Looking nice. Shaco gets to work grabbing several plates, specifically the one plate in front of Jet, and he seems intent on preparing Jet's plate for him, while Majunari has procured a pitcher of coffee and is pouring it into a goblet for Divanath.
I hate you, Fish. I was not ready for that at all. Yeah, Jet's about as blue as I am red right now for that one. Thanks, Fish. And Sam saw that shit too. She just like, her grid just went, whoa.
For Koshak and Soul, special plates of meat have been brought out, sliced pork and a turkey leg for the both of you.
Meat that wasn't turkey in so long.
Cole does not unhinge his jaw, but he does dig into the turkey leg.
Yeah, that's not even a euphemism. He can just do that.
Just
Word, not euphemism. I apologize.
It is you.
As well.
He does, however, just eat an egg whole. That's a thing he does. Shell and all.
Since Jet's plate was taken away from him, he's going to busy himself completely flustered and try to work on Tyrion's plate the best he can while barely listening because he's in his own head.
What happened? I think I missed it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Shago grabbed Jet's plate like right across the table and is preparing it. And
I see he's pulling the then I'm better. I'm a better boyfriend than you. Move.
thank you, Omega, for the
Giovanna
8 months. I
watches this
appreciate
exchange
you, bud.
occur,
I love it.
takes
Thank
a
you.
bite out of
All
her
love
breakfast
you.
sandwich, and then looks at Tyrion to see if he's going to grab Shago's plate.
This is just an awkward start to something Jet was not prepared for. Oh no.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Tyrion doesn't. He looks confused, then appalled, and he keeps trying to like make eye contact with Shago to like have a a nonverbal conversation.
Oh no.
But Shago's just ignoring him.
Soul is watching this, eating his turkey leg, like it's a tennis match.
Oh. Uh-oh.
We
Uh-oh.
lost fish.
Oh no! It was just getting juicy.
Right? I'm just sitting here like, shit.
What you guys get for not having the conversation?
Right? Preemptive strike.
Oh gee, am I back?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
back. Your camera's
Oh.
just off, that's all.
Sorry about that. Yeah, there's storming in my.
Oh no.
Nope. Oh no.
Am I here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been able to hear you the entire time.
Okay.
Well, as soon as I say it, right?
Clockwork.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, for the most of the exchange, Tyrion has been trying to get Shago's attention, but Shago is putting a lot of work into not getting his attention. And after a moment, Shago will set Jet's plate in front of him, then move and grab Tyrion's plate and start plating that.
I was. Okay.
He just like takes it out of your hand, like mid potato scoop.
Giovanna's just gonna look at Tyrion like,
Soul sort of like leans over to Koashok and is just sort of like, what do you think the next move is?
Well, so
Wait, are you doing this across the table?
Hold it.
You're
Devonic.
they're speaking,
Devonic.
they're
Sorry.
speaking in
Yeah.
Draconic.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. We're good. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I
In Draconic.
I could just see Soul just leaning across everyone. What do you think?
I thought I have to switch between seeing the cameras and seeing the other ones because I don't have my second screen set up.
Yeah.
And I forgot it was Devonic next to me.
It's all good. That was just way too funny for me to think Soul just leans across because he wants to gossip.
Yeah. So he just like casually says in Draconic, so what do you think? Will they, won't they?
Well, it depends because Shago is doing the family reunion version of shooting his shot. So it's anybody's game.
Yes. It's quite the bold move, I think.
It was a very bold move.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Duvanith will look suspiciously between the two of them.
Yes. Is there an issue?
You guys weren't gossiping about me, were you? I heard the word.
Yes, we were. We were talking all about you, Duvanith.
I thought I heard the word shot in there.
It's we're specifically talking about how great your aim is. And how perceptive you are.
Well, say it out loud. Share with the class.
He glances at Majanari and says nothing else. Yes, quite
Majanari
perceptive.
is staring.
You cut out, Fish.
Really quick. When Soul looks over at Majonari,
Cole just like chuckles and says in Draconic, speaking of shooting shots.
Which is a well-timed comment as Marjanari sits down the mug full of coffee in front of Duvanith and sits down to eat her part of the meal. Marjanari is the best-dressed person at the table, Shago having taken out the jewelry braided into his hair, and his twists have been relaxed and turned into like glossy curls. Mari is wearing a purple sheath dress, and she has on probably all of the jewelry at her disposal. And instead of the heavy dinosaur leather belt, she's wearing a loose gold chain that has a bunch of like trinkets and bells hanging off it. And the Roka's dagger has a stir for it so that it can safely hang off as well.
Thank you.
Shago sits down in front of Tyrion and sits down. He has an unbearable aura of smugness.
Jet is glaring at him while completely blushed.
Duvanith will, utilizing her insight, feel the aura of smugness and scooch slightly more towards Soul.
Well, Jet has a conversation today.
Is that what you're calling it?
Shut up, bitch. And the curtain fades.
But Jet says that in character to Duvon.
I can see that happening.
During the scooch. I didn't say anything.
What's that? Oh, just very quietly. Oh, I have to have a conversation now. And Duvanith with her 19 perception or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, is that a conversation? That's what they're calling it now. Shut up.
Oh no.
So, Shaga, when were you planning on departing back to Port Nine Zaru?
He'll swallow his food and take a drink. The Shago plans to leave around tomorrow, earliest that we possibly can.
Is the plan to still travel with Argus?
Yes, most definitely.
All right, so we have basically the remainder of the night to figure out how we're going to go about our next location we have to go to for one of those godforsaken cubes.
How many do we need left? 2?
We
Ooh,
only
let
have
me-
2.
Let me use the great feature of Foundry where I can go back to a map that's available to me and the DM
Wait,
doesn't have to
what?
do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know this was a thing. I'm losing my shit. You don't
Well,
even realize how excited I am.
We're not sure the number of cubes, really, only the number of locations we need to visit.
Oh, that's right.
There was the one that was at Orlunga, which we figured was the one that was in my pack. And then Shago had the one that was at Mesro. We've got that. We've seen the one at Dungrunglung and unfortunately have to return there. And then there's 2 more on the other side of the continent, near where Alba last we spoke with him.
Yes, which was down in
So
this area.
essentially we have to go to Dungrungalung and then south.
Yes, though Mujbanari said that there was a portal, or potentially a portal, but its condition is unknown. And she'll sort of like look at Kushkal and like sort of try to get a gauge on the
meaning.
I'm not the best with these types of things, so I'm not sure
Thank you
how
for the follow. We appreciate
damaged
it. Welcome,
it is, or
welcome
what
to the
damage
game.
could mean, or
If
how
you
it
want to
could affect our
give
travel.
anybody inspiration, could be the DMs or the players.
I'm
Just put
not
it in
too
chat and I'll let them know.
clear on the status of the portal in Shilku, but I have tested it out. The portal does open, and generally the portal doesn't open unless there is a... Try to think of a way to like simplify it as best as she can.
Next.
What'd you say?
Something it connects to?
Yes. Like, you can't open a door into a wall. Does that make sense?
It would be a very bad door if it did, yes.
And what do you know of Shilku and what we might find on the other side of it, if it even works?
Well, from what I remember reading through Ashara's logs, it's a place that we've had, the Aarakocra have had their eye on for a while as a potential spot to go to if Kirsabal falls. It used to be an Amuan settlement before it was destroyed by a polycastic lava flow. I understand that it has great archaeological promise, but getting that taken care of is hard.
So, formerly Omuan, it's a ruin? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's both concerning and reassuring at the same time, at least. It's like everywhere else we seem to end up.
I mean, the good thing is that the undead, again, from what I know of Ashara's logs, aren't a presence. They never seem to breach that part of Chult, not being able to overcome the range in that area.
That makes sense. Yeah. I just wonder if there's a way that we can test the portal without putting anyone at risk.
Missionary glances over at Yoka and then like looks back and takes a very long drink from her cup.
That's exactly what I thought would be said. And still just sort of gives a squint at the rest of y'all. Like, don't even think about it. I mean, I could volunteer.
I mean, don't we have an ability to summon creatures or something? She'll motion at the table to everyone who isn't her.
I can conjure creatures.
Okay. Maybe we could figure something out that way?
How would we see that it got there safely?
Have it come back?
Could they do that?
I have no idea. I've never done this. I don't know anything about this spell.
Are the are the portals two ways? Or two way?
Yes. The unfortunate thing is to get back to Kirsabal, you'd have to input a code. So, specifically to prevent unintelligent life forms from using the portals willy nilly.
That'd be good information to have, anyways. At least for us.
Like, I'm just saying that, both the United States and Russia sent monkeys into space, and they used buttons and levers. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Um, that is work. Well, I mean, we weren't sure if the other one was going to work, right? The one in Oralunga. That got us there safely.
That one, well,
My mother had. Go on, Duvaneth.
I was about to say that one seemed maintained.
Yes, my mother used it often. So did Eku.
Hmm. So looks to Eku.
Mm-hmm.
Eku looks back.
So looks away. That's a bad idea. Plus she'd never agree to it.
Eku leans back and continues eating.
I mean, I have been to Shilku before. Well, the outskirts of it. Plus, I mean, I get the feeling we might have to just take a leap of faith on this.
Or walk across the entire continent.
Or that.
Fortunately, we have time to think about it if we do Dungrungalon first.
Mm. Yeah, that's the most advantageous thing, isn't it?
It's the quickest, and it prevents us from having to cross the continent again. Because the other two locations are more southward, and it's the only northward location we have left.
Yeah.
We know who has the cube. We know what the inside looks like. Worst comes to worst, we can roll in a single day. I'll, under the cover of night, go into the priestess's chambers, steal it, and we can be gone.
Yes. I'm an adult.
What?
Anyways, yes, that does make the most sense.
We do need to see how Alba is if he's. I mean, obviously, if he's having an emergency or something, we can course correct. It would add some days onto our timeline, but
Mm.
Uh,
And
see how he's doing.
yeah. We are right here. Jet.
Do you want me to, like, now?
I don't know.
I would request no sendings at the dinner table. Is kind of rude.
Like cell phones?
Precisely. What's a cell phone?
I don't know.
He's just gonna Cole. He's just gonna send to find out if Alba's having an emergency. We've got to be able to have sendings at the table in the instance of an emergency.
No sending stones at the table.
You'll hear Majinari scoff. No. If Jet wants to go and send a sending, then he can excuse himself from the table. But if there's alarming news, I would rather not. My dinner that I've spent quite a while preparing, mind you, interrupted.
Jet's gonna look between Soul and her and go back and forth, and just like quietly with his hands, like he put his hands together. I'm gonna wait till after dinner. Sorry, Soul.
Sorry, Majinari.
You're fine, boys.
Well, then that puts basically a damper on that conversation until such a time that we can get that information. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring up or talk about?
Soul looks at Majinari, and then at Shago and Jet and Tyrion and Giovanna.
Mishnari is fine as she is, and Shago's attention seems to be diverted between Jet, Tyrion, Majinari, and Duvanith, and he's piecing together information in his head.
Does anyone know anything about Ubteo or Mistra ever having an orchard?
It's a very odd Trivial Pursuit question, Jet.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Will raise his hand.
Who?
Artis.
Oh shit, I should have gone to you now. Yes, Artis. And now Jet's like super excited and like beamed in on Artis right now.
Well, interesting you ask that. In my time studying the library of Mesro, Candlekeep, and not a bad cult, but a religious cult dedicated to an aspect of Mistra, the usage of orchid is a complicated allegory for a variety of things. There's, of course, apples being used as a symbol for all-consuming knowledge, and orchard being, a metaphor for library. But in the context of Upteo, that of course complicates things, because Upteo isn't so much concerned with knowledge as he is about practical application, taking a more literal interpretation of orchard. Of course, so when we think of the word orchard, we are thinking of fruit, of food, of providing. This could possibly mean the providing of magical items, of magic spellcasters, is weak in the lands of Chult. Or we could look at it at a different way. It really depends on who is applying to who. Is the orchard originally Mistra, with Upteo's idea being pressed upon it, or is it Upteo's idea with Mistra being pressed onto it? And that's where the diversion occurs.
So, so at this point, Jet's gonna start getting flustered again. Go, well, it was more so in the question of I asked if I could get help with a friend to get an item or something to help a fight, and they said that they can't touch the orchard because things will get rot, so they can't help me in creating it. So I need to know where to go to create it for my friend.
Jet, is your friend you?
Oh, because
Oh.
I'm not a her or she.
Got it.
Pronouns, Giovanna.
What's that, Soul?
You have to respect people's pronouns, Giovanna.
True.
Like,
I missed. Sorry, I missed him using pronouns at all. My bad.
sorry.
Do you want to commit to microaggression?
Artis, after a minute of absorbing that information, will go, nah, no clue.
Shit.
In the time, Mr. never talked to me, and in the spare time I talked with Uteo, he doesn't mince words. So,
Okay.
So stuck with the potato. I don't want to.
And Jet will like slink back a little bit. Fuck. I was hoping that would just like I was hoping to cast a net and something would come. I don't think I hit it.
Yeah. AC too high.
That
Got
scared
to
the
have music
shit out of
played.
me. Like I was like, what the fuck just went off in my room? Thanks, fish. Scaring the crap out of me. Oh, I know why this is not working.
I will speak this time, cutting off Eku, who was about to talk. Jet, did all she say was something about an orchard or orchard? It's orchard artist, not orchard.
There
Was it just the orchard?
no, there was more to the whole conversation. I was like, I didn't know how else to talk. Yeah, there was more.
Cool. Does anybody want ale?
Devonna finishes her coffee.
I don't know.
Got it. I wasn't asking you. I could safely assume.
Oh my god, savage. Jet's gonna finally speak up. There was one more thing that was said to me.
Oh, that's nice. Do you want ale?
Sure.
Okay.
I would like some ale as well, please.
All right. Solidago?
Yes, I would love some. Thank you.
Of course. She'll go around and start busying herself with opening the cask and pouring
Wait, this is the
cups of ale
cask?
for everybody.
Like the
Yeah,
Celtic.
it's like a small cask.
Oh, this could be some crazy shit. All right.
We about to get turned.
Or poisoned, depending on how it lasted. Jet will probably like drink that like right away just because he's trying to rid the embarrassment on his face.
She sets down the cups in front of everybody. It isn't a particularly fragrant ale, the scent of it being hidden under layers of the thousands of other smells present. But it's rich. It's definitely imported from somewhere. A strong flavor profile been added by the years it's spent in a wooden box. It's like ethanol. It's like flavored ethanol at this point.
Well,
That's really strong.
That's right. Mojinari?
What did you say?
Where'd you get this from, Mojinari?
Oh, my mom's room. And then she'll look at Shago and look back to the others with a smile.
Devonna will
Damn.
just pick up the pitcher of orange juice.
Mimosa.
I would love a.
That's better. That's better.
Soul grabs takes the orange juice and pops a couple of the cherries into there, and pours himself a Bahama Mama.
Jet just instantly copies Duvada.
Guys doing with your drinks?
They are making mixed drinks, princess.
They're very common on the
Why?
Sword Coast.
A mixed
Why?
drink is something that is new to the Sword Coast. What you do is you take very strong alcohol, like what you gave us, and you add things like fruits, sugars, things like that. It helps make the alcohol taste better, and
Gets you drunk faster.
yes, because you can't taste the alcohol as much.
This is
In
you
Omuan
should try
culture,
some.
you're supposed to drink. That would be inappropriate. I don't know if I should.
How come? You're
It's-
of age, I
you know,
thought.
when
I
you-
think.
Yeah, I'm 23. Do you guys have age limits on that? Anyways, no, it's just
It's 18.
appropriate. I'm already wearing a very slinky dress. If alcohol's a step too far.
Whatever is most comfortable for you.
Though generally, places where mixed drinks are consumed are also places where slinky dresses are worn.
I don't know if I want my house to become an establishment like that.
A slinky
Establishment.
establishment.
I don't think people would come this far into the jungle for that.
It certainly
You'd
would not be
surprised
worth
how
it.
far- Fair. Soul, can I have a
mean-
sip of your drink?
Yes, of course. He passes it over to her.
I mean, in fairness, we came out this far out into the jungle for these drinks.
Not for the whole thing she was insinuating. Especially not me.
You'll hear
Barely,
like cough into his drink.
I'm resisting a joke harder
Yes.
than I've ever resisted a
Soul's
joke.
trying so hard. Soul's trying so hard, but he won't. He can't do that to Marginari. He won't. He can't.
Damn it.
Oh, come on. Mark, you knew it was going to be a Kame joke. Stop.
Fade to black.
Missionary will take a sip and then pass it back to Soul. I don't know how to feel.
Quite good, isn't it? They call it Dirty Shirley. It's a sparkling sugared beverage with cherry syrup and vodka. It's great.
I
Did you-
don't think the name endeared her to the drink, so you could have called it literally anything else.
Though.
A beautiful
How dirty-
rose probably would
how
have been
dirty-
better.
How dirty was this woman?
The actual drink, the original drink, which was a Shirley of Temple,
Oh
Uh,
my god.
um, named after the famous hero of said name.
Shirley of Temple.
A cleric, I assume.
Yeah, well, a bard actually. Was known for being the halfling bard known as Shirley of Temple.
Why are all famous like drinks and stuff? Why are they all halflings and bards? I don't understand. Why can't there be just a cleric or
Giovanna, Giovanna,
I have a question. What's a halfling?
Oh my god.
So, well, It's it's like a dwarf, but kind of less stout.
Is Nah here?
It's about the size of a
Nah
knot.
has been sequestered into a private room for the duration of the dinner.
Oh, okay. Jet's gonna look at Cole and go, Nah
At the kitty
size,
table.
Nah size, but an adult that can live like a lot longer than him.
Incredibly lucky. Like, I don't know if you've ever played a dice game with them. It's insane.
Oh yeah, don't play gambling games with that.
Stereotyping halflings?
I didn't know they made people that small.
They make goblins that small.
Jet points to the goblin.
Yeah, imagine a goblin, but shaped more like a human.
Disturbing. Nothing.
Oh, have you seen a gnome before?
I love how
You met Alita, right?
Muty straight up muted themselves.
You've met our friend Alita before, correct?
Yes. That's a gnome?
That's a gnome, yes. Halflings are like them, but less connection to the wild and fae stuff.
Okay, you guys were giving
And
me
no
a hard
tails.
time. You guys were giving me a hard time before. She's a gnome. She's not an it.
Damn.
Jesus.
Jet's gonna like silently right above the table snap. The drink's getting to him.
It's
Well, in any case, interesting creatures you guys have on the Sword Coast.
it's a humanoid. I wouldn't call them creatures.
Interesting creatures you have on the Sword Coast.
Like horses.
The fuck is a horse?
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Shago, Major, do you know what a horse is? Do either of you know what a horse is?
Missionary will lean forward. No, I had one adventure that Ashara kicked off for constantly talking about horses. Shago shrugs. No, Shago has never seen a horse.
He's blocked out all his horse memories.
You have.
You just refuse to remember it.
Shago.
They are terrifying.
Shago.
They were dogs.
Very big dogs.
Very big dogs.
Horses are just so alien to Shago. It's like that thing when you look at something you can't comprehend, so you just don't see it.
Shago has
That's a horse.
Shago has seen a dire wolf that big. He knows that's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
Was there a purpose to all this? What are we doing?
No, I was just curious. I've never seen or heard of a halfling, so that kind of thing was new to me.
Did you mean the halfling thing or this in general?
Just the halfling thing.
And Fish will be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small break. My brain is fucking pudding,
All right.
y'all.
Oh no.
All right, we'll be right back, guys, and we'll have more fun after this.
We
Hi, comrades, and thank you for joining us for today's game of To Annihilation, a deadly and dangerous campaign which generally claims several party characters' lives. We're in the middle of a dinner party. Soft music is playing, there's
Thank you,
food
for
and
the tier 2
fragrances
for
in the
11
air.
months. We love you.
Ale has been passed around the table, save for about Artis and Dioka, who have both been sipping on orange juice the entire night. It's been awkward.
Is Jet keeps glancing over at Shago. Is he still like staring at both of us?
His attention seems to be on Majornari now, and the two of them are engaging in a quiet conversation.
Language.
Chilton.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Chilton, I was about to say.
Listen.
Want to listen in?
Cole is not going to listen in because he's a professional at staying in his own lane.
Soul's a gossip monger.
Oh,
You'd
no.
All right. Do you plan on listening in? Make a perception check.
He's trying to be surreptitious, by the way, before I do anything. Oh, hey, first roll on Foundry. Oh, hey, it's a luck!
Oh, great. Yep. Listening in?
I rolled a 2, so probably not.
I said Jet.
Oh, Jet. Sorry.
No, Jet's not listening, but he'll try to have like a small conversation with Tyrion. Like when they finally they finish eating and stuff. So, are you okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Because you've been kind of glancing at Shago, sending him slight daggers, which look kind of like you're mad. So,
No, I'm not mad.
you want to talk about?
Have I been?
What are you thinking? Because I need to know. Insight.
For it. So over the sound, the conversation, Duvanith eating her food, and with how quietly Shago and Kushkul are talking, the only thing you're able to pick up is that they're talking about a stick, maybe several sticks.
Soul takes the ale and pours some more into his drink.
Jack got an 11.
Go ahead and roll insight. Oh,
Fuck.
That's two twos in a row.
Mm-hmm.
In a row.
getting a read on Tyrion is difficult with your fading sensibilities. Tyrion being, at some points, frustratingly hard to read. He doesn't seem uncomfortable. He doesn't seem upset. But there's too much going on for you to pin down exactly what's going on in between Tyrion's ears.
Do you want me to talk to him later?
No.
You going to talk to him later?
Why would I need to talk to him later?
I don't know, because you're not telling me anything, so I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. How many drinks
I
has he
can
had?
stop what I'm doing. I'll just... He's had one, but he's been nursing it for a while.
I'm not asking you to stop, I just want you to tell me what you're thinking. Because obviously that was really weird, and I don't know what to do either.
No, it's just, I was just... Shago and I both knew Ejvele.
Okay.
He'll gesture with his hand, then go back to drinking.
Apparently wasn't that important, and Jet will start drinking his probably like 4th glass.
Missing words is together.
After a moment, Shago, having drained his glass, will kind of look over at Duvaneth and partially at Soul. The music is a drag, but do either of you want to dance?
No, I don't.
Love to dance. Thank you for offering.
Wonderful. Duvaneth, do you decline?
Yeah, I don't dance.
Shago will stand up, and then you'll hear Moshinori go, I didn't give you permission to leave the table. And she'll sit down. Moshinori will look back, and then she'll say, yeah, you have permission to leave the table. He will stand up, and then he will patiently stand by Solidago's table for him to stand and begin dancing.
Yes, Soul does so. I'm willing this for my own amusement. Oh shit! Soul is a surprisingly good dancer.
Good job,
Dance
Alba.
floor. And with Shago as your partner, the two of you are fantastic. There's no stepping on toes. There's no clumsy placing of hands. It's a very nice jig.
Looks happy to be dancing again. He dips Shago, and as he does so, kind of like whispers to him, "What the fuck was up with the plates, man?"
Yes.
I'm in.
I can't hear her.
We
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you were too quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, we got you now.
What did you say?
I had said, "What the fuck was up with this? What the fuck was up with this? Fuck, I fucked it up. It was perfect delivery the first time. What the fuck was up with the plates, man? There we go."
Shago will roll his eyes, and talking very quietly. It's just a nice thing to do. I hosted both of them at my house. It's Chilton tradition.
Is it Chilton tradition?
Preparing plates of food for.
Oh, sorry, that was out of character. Because I figure
I mean,
souls have been
sure.
around people enough, yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's a little bit coded in.
Subtext?
So it's the host that prepares the plate of food, and Shago is not the host. So in this context, Shago is basically saying that the immediate family are immediately responsible for Bet and Tyrion, as if he had invited them.
Or set an invitation.
Yeah. Soul gives him a twirl, brings him out, brings him back in. Yes, and are you the host here? I'm pretty sure Majanari's made that pretty clear or not. Can't go back.
Shago will shimmy back. No. No, I am not.
This isn't me saying anything one way or the other. I'm just curious.
Like you listening on me and Marsha talking?
Potentially. It's been a while since I've had interesting conversations or drama in my life, aside from the usual.
Me too. We cut back over to the table where Missionary, across the corner of the table, has leaned forward at Jonathan and kind of opened up the conversation to Koashak as well. So, what kind of things do you do for fun? Hobbies? When you aren't in Chult?
Devoth will just look very flatly and say, I dance.
You'll hear artists from across the table snort, and Majanari shoots him a glare before turning her attention back. Well, I don't know what to say to that. Koashak, what do you do for fun?
Give me a second. I usually garden. I like taking walks through the jungle.
Is that it?
Thank you, Ezio Guerrero.
Was there supposed to be
Appreciate
more?
the follow, man. Thanks for coming to join the game. If you want, you can.
I mean, everyone does that.
Give inspiration to any of the players, even the DM. Just put in the chat, and I'll let them know.
Stargate.
Dumani, do
Appreciate
you
it,
garden?
Yeah.
No? Why would you think that I garden?
I don't know, it's just everyone does that apparently.
Okay, when I say everyone, I'm obviously not including Duvanith art. Soul.
He's in the middle of being dipped himself and sort of like looking back, like backwards at her, like, yes.
Do you garden, Soul?
No, I tried.
Out of the various people I've polled, only one doesn't fully garden.
Jet will just raise his hand. I don't garden at all. I suck at it.
Jet, I didn't ask you.
Sorry.
What the fuck, Jet? I didn't even ask you.
Bitch it.
I mean, other than that, I do ceramics sometimes, but I haven't had the time or the supplies to be able to do that.
You do ceramics?
No.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Yes, I do.
I wanted to get into that. You'll have to teach me some tricks when we get back.
Certainly, I don't mind at all.
Imaginary were leaning close to Kowashok, leaning across Yoka and Eku's plates. Kowashok?
Yes.
More than one type of dancing, right?
There's multiple different types of dancing.
Got it. What kind of dancing did you do?
Multiple. Is that supposed to mean? Excuse you?
Is dancing a euphemism, like getting into somebody's pants?
Oh my god.
Jet just
Paul
starts
is like,
giggling.
Just puts his fingers on his temples and he looks at the table.
Jet's giggling uncontrollably.
There's often connotation. You know what? Whatever. No, it's more of yes, different types of dancing. Not, and she'll point over her shoulder at Shago and Soul, sort of doing whatever traditional or tradition. Oh, well, that's closer. No, just more on the acrobatic side or close to it. Frankly, less performative. Really, all I had to do was just impress people with. There was no showmanship involved. I'm not a very good performer. I'm a reasonably good acrobat.
So it wasn't the type of dancing that invites Shulika, Ritz, Shago, and Soul. Asian?
Wait, what?
You cut out for the first part.
Yeah, you cut out at the last word. It invites what?
You know, temptation?
Oh, no. It's strictly speaking against Castle Never rules to dance at functions like this.
She hasn't said that it isn't the dirty kind that she does. Just
I know.
dancing.
Just acrobatics.
Just good old fashioned dancing.
Some acrobatic dancing that
Takes literal decades to learn how to do properly.
Yeah, I like how humble Duvanith is being. I will lean back, satisfied. Archis will lean over to Jet now. He's red in the face from having to stifle laughter all throughout the conversation. So, Jet, do you have any more questions about the orchards? I know that I can get lost in explaining certain things, but I can delve more into the symbology of apples if you would prefer.
I'm also wondering where I need to go.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I can't help there.
Shit.
I just read a lot of books. holding back and continue eating.
Well,
So, did you have anything else for Shaga?
So, I'm trying to think of like a cool dance move to end on. But the only thing that's coming to mind is when the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody did an episode where they went
Oh
where
my god.
and they did the illegal toss at the end. Yeah, that's all that's coming to mind. Soul tosses, Shaco.
She fucking yeets the
You
man.
definitely don't toss Shago. Neither of you are proficient in dancing, but you do a well-executed,
Be right back.
very low dip, where the back of Soul's head hits the ground.
You're quite the good
Wonderful.
dancer.
1 second.
night, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Jeez, the grain on Fish's camera when the lights go out, it's very like, are you afraid of the dark?
Right?
Yeah. Also, I got the art back from the artist and I put it in group chat.
Oh,
Well, not.
so good.
Yes, I know, right?
I love it.
She's so adorable. I love
What's
her so
going on?
much. Marty's portrait is in group chat. From the artist that was like doing $15 things. Don't worry, chat. I'll post it in chat later.
Shago will correct himself and kind of dust off the front of his shirt. Oh, thanks. I'm not good at dancing. I'm tipsy. And he'll move and sit down at the table.
I just had to take years of ballroom lessons. Alright, Delphinos, find a partner. There's only one person the same way as me.
Dinner will eventually wrap up soon. Missionary having to take the time to, ready for the morning and so on and so forth. There's still several topics that the group needs to take the time and find the answer for. Most importantly, their next destination, what they're doing with the money, and possibly discuss Jet's prophecy.
Do we want to do those in order, guys?
For me, don't. This is the next morning, right?
No, it's after dinner, so sending to Alba should probably be first thing because that will inform our next destination.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Chet, you're up.
So what am I saying?
Go ahead, Soul.
No, go. I'm always the one that makes the conversations, but it sounded like you had an idea.
No, I just think we need to check on him and see if we need to rush.
Then I guess ask him if he's safe, how close he is to Rockhammer, how many days out he is from Rockhammer. There we go. Let him know we're figuring out plans to potentially get to him as soon as possible, or otherwise, depending on how he's doing, I guess. Finding out is important.
So what I have so far is, hey Alba, are you safe? How many days out are you from Rockhammer? We're figuring out a plan out. We're figuring out plans right now to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 24 words.
Oh, okay. Then maybe we should cut that down a little bit. We're making plans for travel. That should buy us a little bit more time.
We are plans for travel. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 20.
Perhaps just end with, are you okay?
19. Well, I put in the beginning, are you safe?
Oh, okay.
Do we have any words about what we're up to? Inform him of our goings-ons.
In 5 words.
We're
We could-
in Kier Sabal now?
I don't think he needs to know where we are because we're about to leave it anyways.
It's
Well,
true.
yes, but I'm sure he'd appreciate the update.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he might be worried too.
Well, do we have any other information that we need to get to him, or is that the rest of it just good for fluff?
I mean,
Look for cubes.
actually, that's not a bad idea.
No, but also like there's a lot more context than
Yeah.
we can really.
Yeah, we can only fit
provide.
in 5
Yeah.
words, yeah.
Yeah, that was more tongue in cheek on my part.
Yeah, but that's not a bad idea. If we could get that to him a different day.
Ivanic desires the cubes.
In Kirsabal leaving soon? For the last 5 words?
In Kirsabal leaving soon. Perfect.
Sorry.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Jet will get out his holy symbol and cast his first spell in Forge and Foundry.
Yes.
Consume. And he will send this message.
Right, as Alba responds, the dinner table starts to be cleared by Majanari and Shago. Artis kind of reclines to the back to talk to Eku, Yoka, and Dragonbait. And Artis has appeared to pull out like a cigarette from somewhere and is casually smoking it.
Duvanith will help clear plates.
Will do. Nervous sick.
Jet is just sitting there waiting.
Who's
What?
who's Fish say was smoking?
Artis.
Okay. For a hot second, I wasn't sure if she said artist or Dragonbait.
Dragonbait's just like
Dragonbait! Is that a weed?
I'm calling the police!
The air around Dragonbait smells of the weed. You know he's having a good time.
it's like Dragonbait lighting up, trying to hotbox us in the.
In the fucking dining room.
It's too big. It won't work.
You know what I just thought of?
Missionary at first tries to protest against you guys helping with the table, and it takes Shago sort of extending his hand and like he just says, "Just relax. 2 minutes. Chill." And after giving him a strong look, she will, and you guys are allowed to continue helping pick up plates.
Oh, looks very nervous about this sending.
Jet is still just sitting there.
So, this message that you heard from Mistra, Jet,
Yes?
you said that there were other things in it? Was that about like the orchard or something?
Jet will take out his book. This is, I kind of wrote it really fast, because they didn't repeat it. But this is basically what they said to me. And it was just trying to help Duvanith out. It said there are things that I do that will harvest only rot in the orchard, and I cannot guide your hand in such creation. And then I heard something about rivers of thread ran unfrayed and unhindered across the sweeps of Obteo. The people tread through it on sore feet. It is tangling, cut, and it is rotting. You will find help in its respiration and perhaps after. And then a interesting sentiment at the end. It felt really personal because then they said, "When you see my daughter, tell her she is missed."
That's lengthy.
A bit.
Mm. And that was from Mistra?
There were like two voices at the same time. I kind
Oh,
of couldn't tell who was talking. I think they were both talking.
Mistra and Ubteo.
I have no idea. But
Hmm.
possibly?
Oh, I see.
They're the only ones that have daughters together, essentially. At least that we know of.
Hmm. I see. Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, but I honestly don't. I don't know, and I want to know where this orchard is to try to help, but I don't know.
Well, I I don't know anything about this sort of thing. I know metaphors are supposedly really big in stories about gods and stuff, at least.
Yes, and we have a person who met Teo, and he doesn't know what this is, so it's. I don't know.
So maybe it's more of a Mistra thing then?
Could be, but isn't orchards a. Artist! That's not even like turning around, he's just sticking his head up. Can you come here, please?
You'll hear some shuffling, and then Artis will show up.
Hi. So what is the take from about the orchard from Mistress' point of view that you were talking about?
Well, I mean, orchards are about, harvesting fruits of your labor. Uh, Looking at it from the perspective of Mistra, it's about the, you know, weave, but the action of the weave, the results of the weave. Spells, for example, magical items.
They are fruits of the orchard?
Yeah. They are material things, things that impact the material plane.
Oh, that should have been a disadvantage. You're on your own, because I have no idea.
Awesome. So for Mistra, was there ever such a place that she ever it was ever mentioned that she considers an orchard? Like
Yeah, we
like
have.
a symbolic of
Here,
sort?
if you're asking me, I think you're reading too much into the word orchard.
Okay.
Just to say it's probably metaphorical.
So I I guess what I have an idea of what it means, but I don't think I'll get the answer if I'm right or wrongs.
What are you thinking?
Essentially, the way to create something to help Duvoneth is from my own magic, which I know is possible. I just don't know how that's going to work. Because
Devon ventures into this?
my question for something to help a friend was for Duvoneth.
Mm. Well, Devoneth,
Just gonna start looking through his spellbook real quick.
do you have anything that might be helpful in a metaphorical orchard? Plate stacking, plate stacking, plate stacking.
I do.
Huh?
I think I found something.
What did you find?
Holy fuck! I did not know about this. Fuck me. Jet's
What is it?
going to put the book down and start talking. Apparently this spell came into my book where I can make Duvoneth's weapon magical and do a lot more extra damage, and it actually doesn't cost me anything of concentration.
Oh, that's cool. What is it?
It's called Holy Weapon. It essentially makes make things very bright, and if Duvoneth wants me to, I can I can basically take the spell back, and it basically binds. It could possibly blind every creature in a small area for a minute, and still take damage at the same time. I don't know how I didn't see this spell before. Maybe it was here after the conversation. That's the only thing I'm thinking, because if Mistra and Oteo are saying they can't help me make it, this is the only thing I can think of.
Wait, but don't you get your magic from Mistra? Wouldn't this be her helping then?
Yes, but it would be in my hand. It wouldn't be from her hand.
Well, I thought all your magic came from Mistra.
Well, she's giving me the ability to, but when the spells are cast, I would assume I'm the one that's weaving the lines. With her blessing, of course. So in this case, if Mistra put her hand in this situation, I'm wondering if she's saying if she did, it would be a problem, but if I did, it would be different? I don't know, I'm really trying, and I've had 4 drinks.
Artis will clear his throat. Majranari's ancestor used to be close to Upteu, and as a result, most likely Mistra. She's only a day's walk away. We can make that an hour ride if we go by me.
I don't want to trouble you.
I think you're too late for that.
See like a slight, like a full, like, guilt just crosses. Oh. Sorry.
Nope, it's fine. Just tell me what you guys want. I'm gonna go sit back over here.
She's the daughter.
I'll kind of shuffle off to the side and sit down.
Back from Alba yet, Jet?
I have not heard anything yet. Oh, something's coming.
I heard that. Oh, shit, gotta send that.
Finally, Jet, stop talking.
I was trying to buy fish time.
Hold on. He's safe. They are in Crackhammer. They almost made it to Wormheart Mine. They knew. God, how did he say that word? Deliphanos? How did
Deliphanos.
What?
say that again?
Deliphanos.
Oh, it's close. Deliphanos.
Deliphinos.
Deliphinos. No.
Deliphinos was his club name.
Uh, Reinforcements are soon. They know I know, but friendly salutations?
One more time all at once.
Okay.
Like, repeat back what he said.
I'm safe. We're in Crackhammer. They've made it to the Wormheart Mine. They knew Deliphanos. Reinforcements are soon. They know I know, but friendly salutations?
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Is there a hidden meaning in there that I'm not seeing, but you are?
Deliphanos, he was the captain of the Dragon Knights.
That's the Black Dragonborn, correct?
Yeah, that's him. Not a good guy. Not a good guy. Should be dead, though. I mean, has to be.
So how far is Crackhammer from?
Crackhammer.
Did you say Whackhammer?
I think it's Rackhammer.
Crack City? Anyway.
Like,
It's
but
a
an
dwarvish
H.
name. Can you all be more polite?
I've been drinking. Sorry.
Rakmar. Rakmar.
I know, but friendly. Oh, um, fuck.
So you can't just say that. You need to tell us what you're thinking.
Thinking that, well, they're going to Wormheart Mine, which is not good. They knew Dell, but they know he knows that he knew Dell. They knew Dell, but I don't think they realize that we're not okay with him anymore. So I'm fuck, they're almost at Wormheart Mine. That's not good. That's not good. Fuck. So you know how I mentioned that all of the Dragon Knights except for like Alba and Dai and like two other people sort of died horribly in a dragon attack?
Yes?
Yeah, that was at Wormheart Mine.
Oh.
And they're going back there for some reason. What? Why are they going there? Fuck.
So are we gonna be aiming for the mine instead?
Have to get the other things. I mean, Alba should be safe. I mean, they don't realize that there's a situation going on, I don't think. Has Alba ever really said salutations? Like, ever?
No. He barely says goodbye. Like, he's never been a goodbye or hello person.
Yeah.
So,
So, like,
not only that, but salutations.
Jet, how did he say salutations? Was it like he was saying all this, like, sort of like whisper, and then, like, the other one was like, salutations! Like, someone, like, walked in on him?
Bitch.
It was the same tone the entire sending.
No, it seemed like it was all part of the same conversation, to me.
Maybe not so good. Fuck. Does... Does Soul know anyone that used salutations a lot? Like in the Dragon Knights? Or in general?
Is it possible Jet could read how he said that last word? Or is it too
No.
late? Yeah.
Divaneth, do you know anything of... You know Thieves' Cant, right?
She will sort of exit the area where the dishes had been getting put away, like wiping her hands with a rag. Well, yeah, mostly thieves' camp as it pertains to the Sword Coast, though.
Does the word salutation have any context in that?
Fish, would she know anything one way or the other?
History check.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Go, Jason, go.
Please, Jason!
we'll see.
Have some shit rolls tonight.
Please, Tosia, don't curse us.
Shit.
I don't have any inspiration.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. You have 2.
Wait, what? It's not...
Yeah, you got one tonight, even.
You got
Wait,
one
I did?
from.
Wait, I did?
Yes, you got one from Kate, and you got one from a
Yeah, have you
new
been
follower.
paying attention to the...
I don't look at the chat.
Okay, you got
Did-
one from
I have
Kate.
one screen.
You got one from Kate for the comment about talking to Shago, and then you got one from a new follower, Ezio Guerrero.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I apologize for not realizing. Anyways, take an inspiration, please.
Okay, I will re-roll that history check. 4.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, Divaneth, you yourself don't exactly remember salutations means, but you do have someone in the immediate area who does. Very close to you.
Ooh.
Does Subterfuge, who you've known for a strong portion of the campaign.
Koshak?
It's either Shaga or me.
There's a lot of people here.
We have a whole ensemble now.
Or Tyrion.
Yeah, well, that's
Tyrion
all
also
you're
does
getting.
subterfuge.
Oh yeah, Tyrion!
He's a
Right.
fucking art thief.
He's an art thief.
Yeah.
That we've known for most of the campaign.
Yeah, Duvaneth will just say, I can't say that I know, but also, like, salutations is so formal that folks that ran in scummier circles than I did might have a better idea, because salutations is really kind of more of a formal thing that we would use kind of more regularly. So
So
I don't
if
know.
it's more of like a scummy circles thing, hey Tyrion.
Yeah? Yeah, what's up?
Gun, come here.
Salutations. What does that mean in Thieves' Cants?
Think middle or end of sentence.
And
Come on, Tyrion.
Narthis. Wow.
Martha.
Well, I'm gonna make a roll disadvantage just for that.
No! I'm sorry!
Don't worry, it was a 15. Gesture with his hands. At the end of the sentence, it means, come here. Like, get help, come here. It's. I've always used it as a call for help, like back up at the bar. Oh, lay back down.
Why are you laying down?
Because the floor is cold.
Are you getting sick?
No, I drank a lot of ale. The floor is cold.
Chet is like
I can hear
looking.
the rain outside.
Chet is looking at him with such disbelief. I had 4 of those, and you had 1. Stop lying.
Jared will look up. You know I've been starved for the past 6 months? And then he'll put his face back down into the floor.
Fair point. Chet will cast Lesser Restoration, so he's not drunk anymore. Let me just throw that spell out there real quick. I haven't ever prepared, fuck.
But yeah, that is the information you got out of Tyrion.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah, Soul just looks at the group. He doesn't say anything, though. He looks really desperate, though.
hmm. Jet,
Yes.
do you have any sendings left?
I have 2. I know that's a lie. I have 1, 2, 3. I have a lot.
Do you think won that fight between those 2 grung the night we left Dungrung Long?
Raven. Oh, and yeah.
Honestly, my guess is going to be Herman because that fat shit of a toad was being babied by everyone else.
True. And it's not that the king would help us given the fact that we. Regardless. I'm wondering if maybe with some back end deals, if it was in fact Herman who won, we might be able to get that cube delivered here.
You think if we asked Herman, he would bring it?
If he's alive.
See a group of grung running past us and on the way here. Aren't they like carrying something?
Yes, it was the unfortunate likeness of Koshkal.
Yeah, I thought so. That was weird. Is it possible that I don't know why they have it, but I imagine that if it was Blugak, he might have done something a little bit more unsavory with it instead of sending a bunch of grung with it out into the world.
So I have a very vivid imagination, and that was really
I
not.
didn't mean like that. Like I don't know, destroy it or something.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. Regardless, I'm wondering if we can contact either Herman or what was the priestess's name? Crook, something like that,
Yeah.
and see if we can find some way to have the grung bring the cube here.
Hmm.
Because that would allow us to bypass that part of the journey and just go straight to Wormheart Mine.
Is this something we can offer them? Because I don't. They have a paradise. I don't see them coming here just because we asked them to.
We did save Herman's ass. Well, not really, but we gave him a distraction.
The four of you are able to see Kushko look very uncomfortable as you all start to talk about the grung,
That's right.
especially bringing the grung here. She's just kind of like moving the table setting to different places, like.
Well, I have there's that, or we could make some sort of contingency with the Terra folk, have the Terra folk negotiate for it, and then we get it from the Terra folk.
That's a worse idea.
Yeah.
I don't. They would hold it over Mokshanari's head.
I mean,
Well,
You want to say this. Whatever you guys need to make sure do this, I'm willing.
thank you.
what were the grung affected by the curse in any way that we know of?
I think they mentioned. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, you go first.
Well, you had been there for longer than I was. I mean, you probably know more than I do. I don't want to interrupt you.
Well, the egg spawns weren't happening. They kept the spawning pools away, but I had walked past there a few times, and it was
Empty.
no, and that's what made it worse.
Oh,
Full, but there was no. All right.
Yeah.
yuck.
So, what if we bypass whoever won, reach out directly to the priestess, say, "Hey, it's us with was it the Stormcaller or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
We've figured out how to hatch the eggs again. We need your cube brought to Kirsaval."
That could work. And plus, if it doesn't go through, I mean, we know that Plugak won because he was going to kill her for lying.
That's true. That would narrow that down as well. Do we want to try it?
Not gonna hurt. Worst thing they say is no, and we just go over there and let the Stormcaller just shake the ground for them.
And,
He'll
and
drop one.
and we're in for a good night's rest, so it won't be too taxing on you, right, Jet?
Oh, goddess no. I have I have a lot of spells left
Cool.
to do
So,
sendings.
because if this is something that we can get hashed out, it allows us to go directly to the other side of the continent into Alba, and with Artis, if I overheard a little while I was in the kitchen, if Artis said an hour, right, to the location that Jet might need to go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah, no.
back and forth wouldn't be a problem. Hopefully, Artis if it was something we needed to do.
If memory serves, it's still a bit of a trek from Shilku to Wormheart Mine, but if we book it, I mean, we'll
I mean,
be risking some exhaustion, but
well,
it
we'll
might-
be we'll be traveling there on fresh legs. Just hopefully the weather will be with us.
though there's a good. Well, we have the better tents. Like, I assume they have better tents. Well, no, it's probably the same tents. So we have the smaller party. We can travel faster just based on that.
All right. What are we saying to what was her name? Crook, right? Crook.
I think something like that. Or Rourke, maybe?
I think Rourke was the guard that I took Mojunari's things off.
Yeah.
But I mean, does this work off names, Jet, or because you've seen the spiritual leader there, you should be able to send, right?
I believe as long as that I'm familiar with, and we did have a few discussions with that frog, so I should be able to.
All right. Well, what are we going to say? Do you just want to say that you're the Stormcaller? It'll cut down words.
She'd probably remember. I mean, Koshak has a very distinct and lovely voice.
True.
Wait, do they know?
You flatter me, Soul.
Did you almost call me Shago?
Yes.
Do they
Sorry about that.
know Cole as the Stormcaller, or is it the goblins?
It was the Grung specifically.
Okay.
The Grung know him as the Stormcaller and me as the Avatar of Obteo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they watched you. Okay.
No, I'm just a gold dragonborn.
So hello.
I
This
mean,
is.
give yourself more credit in that. They wanted to see you shirtless almost the entire time you were there.
Which is why I keep forgetting you have a shirt.
Yeah, so I have the name down as Crook. Like, I spelled it out KRU apostrophe UK. I don't know if that's the right spelling.
Enough, right?
So we could say, hello, we're the group with Stormcaller. Was wondering if you could do us a favor if you're live, reply back.
I mean, if we want to spread the message out over several sendings, I think that coming in kind of soft like that might benefit us.
I can do at least five sendings tonight.
All right. Yeah. Let's start with an introduction. Say something along the lines of, "This is who we are," and then include in there, "We may be able to help with the egg problem."
Well, do we want to know if they're alive first?
We left on uneasy terms with the Grung sort of commune, for lack of a better term. It may be best to bring to the table that we have something to offer them to elicit a response.
Hello, this is the group with the Stormcaller. We have found the answer to the egg not hatching problem.
Sure, that'll work.
Maybe the egg spawning problem. That'll take less words.
Egg spawning? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So, I'm at 20 right now. Do you want to just do, are you alive to talk?
Sure.
They're alive to talk when they reply, right?
Right. Or are you available to talk?
Oh, are you
Ooh, very nice.
available to talk? So we
Because
don't.
then they can let us know if there might be a better time for them.
Hmm.
True.
And if they're even interested in our offer of, hey, get those eggs spawning again.
Okay. So I will send this meow, and Jet will
Right,
cast
right, meow?
super meow.
Like meow?
Right.
Yeah.
Meow. Jet did
Yeah.
it.
Meow.
Yeah.
Do I look like
Like-
Do I look like a kitty cat to you?
Cole is just sitting there trying to mimic Soul because he's so like yeah.
You see me jumping around
You
all
know.
nimbly bimbly from
Yeah.
tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see
You
me
really
eating
should.
mice?
You really shouldn't give cats milk. It's very bad for them.
I know, but I'm reciting a play from Neverwinter. Super Mountaineers. Really good.
The spell does not go through. There is no recipient.
Shit.
Duvona just walked away. Hold on.
Is everything alright, Jet? I know you can't reply yet, but this is my deep voice.
That's your deep voice.
Also, I feel bad, but new guy, who are you? Sorry. I don't know usernames. I'm really curious still.
Ezio Guerrero.
Ezio Guerrero. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
think of figure off the top of my head.
And we also got Forbidden Arcana, which is who gave Fish a inspiration.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we got two followers. Also, your boy Omega subbed for 8 months for Prime today.
Fuck yeah,
And
Omega.
Kate tier 2 for 11 months.
Heck yeah.
So we love you all.
Great. Love you. Thank you for joining us.
Kate's
Close
been
up.
subbed longer than I have,
Facts.
and I feel really bad about that.
Kate's just
Yeah.
dedicated to the craft.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you've been DMing when we started. Which it still kills me that we lost all those recordings.
I know.
It'll be better soon, I promise.
Yeah. Jet's going to suddenly stop talking about whatever they were talking about and go, that didn't work.
What do you mean it didn't work?
The spell did not make the grung.
Oh,
Should we try
Right.
Herman?
We could.
I mean, that seems like the best option now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Or your brother knows him, right?
I don't know, but it sounded like him and Herman were together when Herman talked about it.
Okay, it sounded like an R is just we should probably just go directly to Herman.
Tsunami's a weird fuck, okay? I don't know what he's done since I've been gone for like 2 years.
Let's just send Herman.
Okay.
we might have to wait a second. We killed the Moak Shinari. Looks like she's having a conniption.
No, I'm fine. Well, there was a worm and it touched me. I'm fine now.
I'm sorry.
This one, I think I have to change what I say to him.
Hi, Herman.
To... Oh. No, it went away.
No.
Hello.
And then if Herman doesn't answer, we know the results of what happens. At which point we message the Terrafolk King and have them go get it.
True.
I hate saying this, but I'd rather you guys go to Dungrunglong and pick it up, and I'll just go to Alba.
Soul, you've spent the past however many episodes explaining to us the dangers of splitting the party, and now you yourself are recommending we split the party. That seems a bit.
Soul, you also carried the tent.
That's true, I do. I am kind of necessary, aren't I?
And if you take Artis, we will never catch you ever. Because it'll be like
Oh, I
2
can't take
months.
Arthas. I mean, he's going with Shago and...
But so you'll be by yourself in the jungle with no support and no healing. From two
Almost there. Well, not really. He's close. I don't know. There's a thought.
Okay,
Never mind.
let me try this. Jet will cast Sending at 4th level.
Can somebody explain to me why sending doesn't scale with the level? It makes me so mad. You should get an extra 5 words per level you
Well, I
cast.
mean, it's already... That would be nice, honestly. But, like, it's already kind of OP of, like, it just reaches everywhere. You're in the
Well,
hell?
But
Sure.
there's a chance that it fails across planes.
Oh, true. I
There's
forgot about
also
that.
no way. Rules is like written. There's also no way of knowing if it goes through or not. Like, it's a drawback.
Yeah, and
But
there's
also
also
really nice to.
like it can be listened to depending on which domains you're in and things like that.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Alright, Jet is going to send this one and say, "Hello, Herman. This is Jet, Tsunami's brother. We have found the answer to the egg not hatching problem. Are you available to talk?"
You get a response almost immediately.
Oh shit. This one is connected. I hear the Morse code. Hold on.
What's Morse code?
It's the AOL dial-up sound.
Jet just quickly yells, "Don't pick up the phone!"
Devoneth will walk over to the gramophone and say, "What about the phone?"
Don't unplug it. Unplug it.
Oh my
Nothing to
talking as you.
unplug.
That is so weird.
Huh?
No, I keep talking as you.
Oh yeah,
I think it's because you clicked on Soul.
yeah. The game master has the ability to speak as any token. Whatever token they have selected is the one that will.
I am God, apparently.
God has made you speak.
Jet goes, "Well, shit."
Well, shit. What?
Herman's in the Sword Coast already.
Okay.
So he won, but he's not there anymore.
Perhaps we should follow up with him and say, like, we are looking for the cube. Who's in charge at Dungrungalung? One word.
Yes, that is how it's spelled, yeah.
Yeah, and who might have it?
We are looking for a cube.
We're looking for the cube with the relief of Nang Nang on it.
Can I just say with Nag Nang on it?
Yeah, I'll probably do.
On it. Who is in charge? And do you know who has it?
Yeah.
On the Sword Coast, we're fucked.
Jet can get us to the Sword Coast.
True, but how's he gonna get us back?
Talk to the fucking princess. No, I'm kidding. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13, 20. I make myself laugh at stupid shit. I swear to God.
As Jet is figuring out how to put this, Cole is going to clear his throat. If we want to find out location of the cubes, I would like to put forth the idea of sending to either
don't think Namira would. I don't know if Namira would want to hear from me or not, but either her or Rasnasi to see if they have however many cubes.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Can Jet even contact
Well, we've been
Rosnacy?
we've been seeing his history in the jug. I would
Technically speaking, Jet has seen Rasnasi.
Well,
Wait,
I guess
what?
it's
Well, like
well,
you
like
said,
in
in
the
the jug
jugs.
divisions.
Oh, scared me. I thought he was watching me. Jet like looks around real quick.
Yeah.
It's like,
Soul rubs the back of his neck. That still feels like someone's watching it.
Jet will cast this sending message if no one else changes it. We're looking for the cube with Nang Nang on it. Who is in charge? At Dungrungalungalungalung.
Technically all one word.
Technically one word.
I failed at spelling, but it literally looks hilarious to me, so I'm keeping it. And do you know who has it? Does that sound good to everyone?
That sounds good to me.
Also, it's pronounced Dung Rung Lung, but I mean,
I'm full drinks in. I'm sorry. And
As long as it's one word. I mean,
I'm terrible.
I wonder if Herman can smell the overproofed alcohol on his breath.
Rude.
Or-
There was orange juice in
just
there.
to get a glimpse onto what Herman's going through right now. Citron, saying is that your metaphorical kids could be set up for life. Just sign over the rights to your likeness. We can make a profit off of the memorial candles. I'm talking Cedron candles, Cedron shrines. I'll write your
No, I want to hear Cedron's reply.
can we not do this right now? I'm so sick.
Accepting my restorations. From the other room. Cedron's nowhere near Penny.
Wonder if Cedron pushed Cobalt to always be on a mission so he never saw Cedron.
No, he pushed Cobalt to always be on a mission because he's like, you're the only high level adventurer left. Fucking do some work.
Yeah, Penny encouraged it because he knew that seeing it would fuck him up.
Probably. And you definitely had the chat with Kira.
Oh,
Well,
that's gay, but not.
well,
It's quite the
no.
opposite, actually.
Be quite the opposite.
We said that Penny actually met Kira because they're both clerics, so Penny knows how.
Oh. I missed that.
Yeah.
I know that she was aware of her, but she would love to meet
Well, I
Kira.
think at some point, Cobalt would have, like,
Like introduce them to the
Penny
fight
can
crew.
insight the fuck out of Cobalt. He can't hide shit from her.
Yeah, the only one that like can hide shit from her is Cedron. Fucking like 30 ass.
That deception
Like
on point.
27 deception
Passively, yeah.
passively. Asshole. Goddamn.
So yeah, I have no doubt that Penny told Kira to like keep Cobalt away from them and keep him like, you know, mentally
Mhm.
stable.
Yeah, like listen. This is gonna go really bad. You know, you're a cleric. You know what's going on.
Pay attention to the chat.
Oh fuck.
Mm.
Uh oh.
God damn it.
That's what Jet says. Well, fuck. Well, that's a bunch of fucked up shit. God damn it.
What? What, Jet? What is it?
The Terra folk have the cube now.
They what?
Duvanis just looks at Cole and is like, do Terrafolk lay eggs?
Yes, Terrafolk lay eggs.
Same strategy, Terrafolk. Okay, let's go.
Wait, aren't isn't the Terrafolk King? Wait, the Terrafolk knew that we were going after the cubes. Is that why they followed us?
No.
Like they wanted to maybe, I don't know, like cause a deal.
They
maybe?
followed us because they wanted to attack us, and then it became a conversation.
Well, no, they didn't. They didn't want to attack us. Like they specifically didn't want to because they're like, "Hey, you wiped out like all our shit."
Muty, do you gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, love you, Mutiny.
Alright, sorry guys.
It's alright.
All good.
I just saw the time, that's why I called it out.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys have a good
Love you.
night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Night.
You might need to log in.
Got you. So, I mean, we could reach out. If they have it, we need it.
True. And, I could just be like, hey, you weak army bitch. Probably won't end well, but it'd be funny.
It'd be
No.
funny.
But,
Hi,
I
Jenny.
mean, Majvanari was able to confirm that the Grung are having problems with their eggs. Perhaps the same might be true for the Terrafolk. And they came to us talking about, like, our bad. We acknowledge that this curse is bad, and, like, after you wiped out all of our dudes, we need to take this more seriously. Perhaps there's some inroads there.
Well, we already have a little bit of a relationship with the Terrafolk now. But we just said, "Hey, do you have the cube?" But you want for it.
Well, instead of offering something, we could just like Devon said, just say, hey, we know how to fix the egg thing. Since you guys
We need the cube.
We need the cube, like now. Come here. They'd
The-
probably be here shortly. They can fly.
Soul looks at Lakshmanare.
Majinari is
Lakshmanare.
keeping to herself. Her lips are pressed together. She is. There's a tremor in her hand.
They don't have to come here. We can meet them out in the jungle.
True. We just need the cube. That's all we need.
We could Jet, if it was Nangalore, right? The place with...
True.
So we could have them meet us at Nangalore. We could pick up the information for Jet for your dream or vision.
Yeah.
And we meet them at Nangalore. We get the cube. And she'll say that very, grimly.
We'll get the cube.
Yeah. And then we come back here. It's a 2-hour adventure, in and out. It should just be an hour there. Whatever discussion needs to happen with both the Terrafolk and with whoever this sage grandmother child of Mistra figure is, and then 1 hour back here, and then hopefully, knock on wood, the portal works, and we're on the other side of the continent with 2 stops left to go, and only a couple days out from getting to Alba.
Do we use those same cubes anywhere to get to the location that we think is where we need to go?
The cubes and the portal cubes are 2 different sizes, makes, and materials. I get the vibe that they might be similar in their uses, perhaps, but Fish has been very clear, because I've asked that in the past, that they are not the same, so it's not like they can be used interchangeably.
So does that mean we have to find the portal that fits them?
Assuming that the reason that we have to get all the things is that wherever we have to go,
There
well,
will be,
that's the only way out.
there will be.
Oh,
a
that's
portal.
right. That's right. The portal, the cubes are for the way out, not the way in.
Yeah.
And the cubes aren't the solution; they're part of the escape.
Mm,
Yeah, if we don't get them, we're sacrificing ourselves.
true.
Or at
Okay.
least some of us.
Mujunari will clear her throat and kind of like raise her hand.
Yes.
When the Terrafolk reached out to us, they reached out to us for help in figuring out why their eggs weren't hatching.
So, it's affecting all eggs, which would give them plenty of motivation to get themselves to Nangalore. Does anyone know how fast they fly? Well,
I mean,
Azek. We could ask Azek.
oh,
He's here, last I knew.
I believe so.
He
And
is.
what is the
the airspeed velocity of an unladen terrafolk.
a cube
African or
laden
European?
terrafolk? Cube laden terrafolk.
Yeah, cube-laden terrafolk. So true.
I'm proud of myself.
Well, let's go ask him if they have the capability of getting from Kirsabal to Nangalore.
Or
Overnight.
not Firefinger to Nangalore.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Firefinger. The winged creatures live in places that are tall, and we see if they can get from Firefinger to Nangalore overnight. We can meet them there. 2 birds, 1 stone. Come back here and use the portal to go to the other side. Done. Hopefully, goes smoothly.
Good work.
Good work.
Should we? Well, let's ask Azek first, and then maybe send the message.
Works for me.
Hopefully, we'll wake him up.
Finding Azek is easy. He's helping with some of the rubble around, specifically using his tall stature to hold up pieces of the ceiling for the other Aarakocra to patch with like clay and other things. Nephir is standing on his shoulders, helping with the clay patching. And when you all like go to greet him, he turns his head almost 180 degrees and goes,
Ew. You cut out. Say that one more time.
"Yeah,
Oh, Azek, we had a really odd and specific question for you. We're trying to plan the next leg of our journey, and we are, frankly, to be completely honest, trying to meet back up with the Terrafolk king or prince. Perhaps you may actually be able to tell us which one would be better to contact. They have a artifact or an object that would help the Terrafolk eggs begin to hatch again. And we were wondering if it would be reasonable to ask them to make it from Firefinger to Nangalore in 8 hours.
he'll think for an absurdly long time. The engine slowly firing in his head. And then, with all the gusto of someone who aced a test, no, they didn't, he says, yes.
All right, good. That's that's great. Who do you think would be better to approach on asking for the object in question? It's sort of a cube-looking thing with a frog on it.
I don't know. I never stayed at Firefinger for long. I was always out patrolling.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your help. I don't want to distract you anymore. This looks like a dangerous operation.
He'll turn his head back around and keep doing his work.
Why is it growing? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No. I am saying nothing of worth.
Oh, okay. Duvaneth will say, so should we ask, should we... I am going to go ahead and utilize my courtier background. And I would like to know, based on the interaction I saw between the king, us, and the prince of the Terrafolk, what the decorum seems to be. Is the king more of a figurehead or more of a doer? Should we ask the king directly, or should we perhaps approach a lesser, like the prince? Court functionary.
So, with your understanding, the court dynamics of the Terrafolk being sort of out of reach, but from the simple look you had at how the Terrafolk king and prince interacted with each other, they have a very flimsy and artificial understanding of court functions.
Okay.
So the prince is subservient, but is clearly being groomed to take over the position. But the king was incredibly domineering. The prince, receiving the information, might tip his father in a way that is unexpected.
Okay. So
Father first.
So I kind of got the vibe that the father was kind of doing a like a grooming and like raising and like this is how we lead behavior with the prince, right? Perfect. So Giovaneth will turn and look at the group and say, so I think what we need to do is we need to reach out to the king directly and explain that we understand why the eggs aren't hatching and implore him to send his best people with the cube to Nangalore to hand off to us or to aid us in our adventure. And he might end up sending the prince or coming himself with the prince, but by reaching out to him directly, it kind of would empower him to make the decision of who he wants to send, and because it's likely very important to them. So I think we should reach out to the king.
A good idea, to be honest.
So I'm thinking of something along the lines of, I'm trying to think of the most concise way to explain who we are.
The people you've been following.
The people you followed to Mesro is the most concise I could think of. I'm sure they track many groups of adventurers, so I don't want to be vague.
People you're stalking in Mesro?
The people that you approached in the Hall of Ubteos Champions. We could just probably say Hall of Champions.
So we are the group you approached in the Hall of Champions. We found something that we found a way to solve your egg problem.
Mm-hmm. and it might have to be 2 sendings.
Yeah, probably.
We might have to do the "Are you available to talk" bit.
Yeah.
I have 2 spell slots left.
That should be all we need. Knock on wood.
Hopefully.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Good formal.
This is the group from the Hall Champions. We
Mention the egg problem.
You have a solution for your egg issue.
And then "Can you talk" can be the last 3. And I think that's the quickest way to say "Are you available to speak?"
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Okay, so hello, Your Majesty. This is the group from the Hall of Champions. We have a solution for. So if I do your egg issue, that's 20. Are you available to talk? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Alright, Jet will do 4th level sending. With this,
This guy's getting fucking base boosted.
Jet is doing a lot of sendings tonight. It is crazy.
Well, that's because we're trying to figure out the easiest way to get to Alba as fast as possible and not have to come back to the side of the map.
Yeah.
It's really what it comes down to.
God, fuck. Oh, he's okay. I had to message Alba and be like, be there soon. Once he figures shit out.
Well, I think this exchange is going to take Jet's last slot, so.
Morning, I guess, yeah.
So he's available to talk. How may we help each other? And this is my last spell slot.
I like that.
So, you should tell him that he has a cube that he got from Dungrungalong that we need to end the curse. And he can meet us in Nangalore tomorrow to hand it over.
Can you meet us where?
Nangalore, I believe. That's the right place, right?
Yeah.
Let me check the map. Whoop, ah! Yeah, Nangalore.
How is it?
Nanga.
Nang. Oh, I missed an N. Nangalore. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Can you meet us at Nangalore to drop it off?
Did you mention the cube explicitly?
We have a cube. You have a cube.
With Nang Nang on it.
Nang. Would they know what Nang Nang is?
You could say cube which you got from Dungrungalong.
Yeah.
That should probably.
That should be good enough.
You have a cube you got from Dungrungalong. We need for curse. Can you meet us at Nangalore tomorrow?
Do you have any extra words?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19.
Do like a bring your best people or something like that.
Why?
Frankly, to make sure that the cube doesn't get lost in the jungle because some frost giant tosses a spear through his heart.
Please have escort for safety.
Yeah, but emphasize its importance in the best way that you think that.
For it, if we let them know it's so important.
Please travel.
Please travel safely.
Yeah.
And he uses discretion. with what that means.
Please travel safely. Very
Because-
important.
So
item.
you bring up a good point, because
Two,
if
four.
he tries to hold it over us too much, we're gonna have to take it from him.
And he might not even decide to bring it with him if he figures him out to do that.
If you have a cube from Dungrungalung we need for curse. Can you meet us at Nangalore tomorrow? Please travel safely. Very important item.
How many words is it total?
That's 25.
25.
I think you could drop the very important item and
Change it to time sensitive.
or like time sensitive and
Time.
fix the grammar and
time
so like
isn't-
to solve the curse. I think
can't.
will
I only
be
have
better.
3 words.
Yeah.
I can't add any more.
Cut very important item and add like
Time isn't time.
time is important.
Yeah.
So we don't want him leaving it at Firefinger and approaching us. We want it with him, because if we have to
Okay.
take it from him on his person.
You have a cube you got from Dungrungalung we need for curse. Can you meet us at Nangalore tomorrow? Please travel safely. Time is important.
Perfect.
Hopefully he can. Us walking, it would take days from there to here.
Mhm.
Shit.
I think it would actually take about a day. So
Oh, the map doesn't show where Grungalung is on it.
it's the red circle in between Kirsabal and Vengeance.
Oh, okay. Alright, Jet will use his 5th level spell slot.
Oof. Hope it's worth
You
it.
do have one more spell slot, I think, because if the recipient's dead, it doesn't say that the spell slot's wasted.
Oh, okay. So, I have 1/3 and 1/5.
Hopefully this goes smooth, and then we might be able to let Alba know that we're on our way.
That'd be super
Well,
helpful.
as long as he says he can be there by tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Jet will send that.
Dungrungalung.
Like, what the fuck is Dungrungalung?
This is like oddly tense, even though there's no danger whatsoever.
No, but it's because this
Well-
information really depicts, like, how much longer this is gonna take.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not danger for us. It's Alba.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's the specter of not knowing what's happening with his situation, given everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to point out that this solution that I came up with, like involving the Terrafolk, even before we knew that they had the cube, that was like stuff I started tonight in session. I had not thought about them at all. I was like, we are fucking done with those dudes. Fuck those dudes. And
And then Fish got to throw in a wrench.
yeah, and this is me being like, okay, we got to figure this out in real time.
Like the things that your characters say, but you would never suggest because it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck, huh? I guess that is our best option. That's good.
Yeah, no, I hadn't even thought of like the option of like having the Grung bring the cube until like we sat down here tonight and Alba was in danger, because I had been like, well, you know, it's gonna be fine. I hadn't even thought about like having the cube brought to us until tonight.
Yeah, we just forgot that Uber Eats is a thing.
Yeah, no. I tip my drivers too. Like I do.
Yeah, like you you can go pick up the pizza and still get the Chinese delivered.
But also, if that fucking living loot pinata fucking Terrafolk steps funny, like one way, it's done. Because
Hey, look at all these quests we completed just by killing this dude. This is great.
I know, I love this. Oh, fucking, he's got fancy breastplates, fucking guns and shit.
He
Love
looks
it.
like fucking Immortal Joe, Immortan Joe from fucking Fury Road.
Yeah, what?
Oh
why,
Jesus, yeah.
why you gotta show up in an outfit that makes me want to kill you? Fucking really rude.
Why you got too many
Yeah,
shiny
maybe you
shit?
shouldn't have worn that outfit. I think you're the one to blame here.
Yeah.
I'm done. Already walking away.
Yeah, that's valid. I regret saying that actually.
I'm talking about this guy like a fucking like I hit him Scott Pilgrim versus the World style, and his equipment just comes out the side. Like, shit.
Oh
I
no,
haven't
like player one when the guy's arm gets cut off from the boomerang, you just see all of the things just flying out of his arm. He's like, it's been like 10 years of equipment.
Oh shit, we got it.
Oh my god.
He said Zalcor is not warm to hosting us, handling business. We can meet at Dungrangalang. We'll take 10 days before we're done. Thank you for reaching out.
Wait a minute. It'll take a 10-day before they're done. So they won't meet with us at all for 10 days. So we better hope that portal works two ways.
It must, right? I mean, the other one did. Like, I know this one hasn't been like maintained as well, but like, I mean, sorry, I don't know why I was talking so high and not in character. Well, I mean, Jet is a child of Mistra. I mean, I'm sure he could fix it if we need to, and I'm just. Let me look at the map.
All right. Well, I mean, if they have business that they're attending to, and it's going to take a 10-day,
That takes 2 weeks to fucking travel there.
And they won't meet with us for a 10-day.
9.
How many days would it take to walk there, though? 1,
Probably
2,
close to 9
3,
days
4, 5, 6,
to get
7,
from-
8. Yeah, roughly 9 and 10, depending on if the weather is perfect every day.
Well, yeah, from Shilku to presumably Wormheart Mine. It's gonna be 9 days. If we book it, it'll be less. But I mean, traveling through Shilku is a bad time.
I meant from here to Dungrangalang.
It's about 7-8 days. Which, and if their business isn't concluded for a 10-day, and they have it, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily sound like they're object to meeting with us over this. The thing to do might be just go to Dangalore tomorrow morning, come back to Kirsabal, and use the portal to go and handle that and hope it works on the way back. And if not, we'll arrange some meeting spot in the jungle or something. Heart of Ubteo. Somewhere in between.
Oh, that's another thing we could do is just go to the heart again and just slap our hand on Rosny's head too.
Oh, you mean Mesro?
Mesro, excuse me. I don't know why that popped in my head the wrong way.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Yeah, but we don't know where he is. For all we know, he could
But
be...
we know that he probably has a cube, though.
Right,
Yes,
but that doesn't help us with the Alba situation.
Yeah, but the
no, here, what we got. So what we can do is say, okay, we can't do in a 10-day, we'll do in 2 10-day instead, or something like that, whatever time slot we want to do, or just like cancel the meeting and go get it ourselves. We go to Shilku, we walk to where we need to go, walk back, go back to Kirsabal, go meet with this dude, and then walk to Mesro, pat Rosny on the head, go to Rosny.
I like it. So to just I'm just gonna clarify it down to steps. So tomorrow in the morning, Nangalore, back to Kirsabal, port to Shilku, walk to Wormheart Mine / Rockhammer, with because he's at Wormheart Mine now.
He's
He's
heading
headed
in
to
there.
Wormheart Mine.
Okay, so
He'll probably be there by the time we meet up with him, honestly.
wake up in the morning, Nangalore. From Nangalore back to Kirsabal, port to Shilku to
Shoku to
to Wormheart Mine.
Alba. Yeah.
Yeah, to Alba, wherever he is. We can use sending to figure it out. And
Yeah.
then from there, basically reassess, either go back to Kirsabal via the portal if it's still able to do so, knock on wood. And then from there, either go to Firefinger or set up a meeting around the area of Firefinger to get that cube, go to Mesro, slap Rosny on the head, and then go get the rest of it.
Best turn of phrase. Just slap Rosny on the head. We could also, if they don't want to meet at, well, they only said we can meet at Dungonglung. We could ask for someplace further south.
Yeah, I'm assuming that their business might be more westward, and that's why they're offering to meet at Dungrungalung. They don't know where we are, which was intentional on our part. So
It got so much more complicated.
I actually think it got less complicated. Is that weird?
We have a good plan. Like, it's
Yeah, but now we gotta like do political shit again.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But again, we know that the Terrafolk's numbers aren't overwhelming. They told us themselves.
And they're not
Did
hatching any
we
more
check
eggs.
them? Did we insight them?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And we know they're not hatching any more eggs, so it's they're desperate just as much as anyone else. So
I guess what I'm saying is, to some extent, we have a bargaining chip in the fact that
He's willing to wait a 10-day to solve this issue.
he's willing to wait a 10-day, which all that tells me is that, I mean,
Something is more important to him than the eggs, is what I'm thinking.
yeah, but I mean, eggs have what is 10 days when you have to wait for an egg to hatch? Those eggs still need to come to maturity and hatch. So what's 10 days if there's something that's more pressing, like his people are starving?
That is true. Yeah.
I think it's a really reasonable time frame. Or maybe he sensed the fact that we're running around doing this, and we were hoping to catch him on the quick, and it just isn't going to work out. I don't necessarily think that his intentions are bad. And what's the worst thing? That during this 10-day, he takes a meeting with Rosny and gives Rosny the cube, and then it shortens our entire journey.
What's a 10-day away from Firefinger?
Let's see.
Because what if it's, or like 2 10-day, because they can fly.
That's true. Yeah,
'Cause-
so he said that he'd be able to make it to Nangalore in 8 hours, and a 10-day basically gives him the entire peninsula. anywhere he wants to go.
It's in fucking Port Nyanzaru trying to sell it.
Uh,
I don't think that's what it'd be, but
well,
like
if he
on the
knows what's
like it
good
does
for
occur to me as a
him,
possibility.
if he knows what's good for him after we just told him this, I don't think he'll sell it.
Well, and even if he does, he should be able to tell us who it was to, and
We can get Shago.
yeah, well, Shago will be going back to Port Nyanzaru, so we
Yep.
we can let Shago know. Jet, later tonight, let Shago know that he should be keeping an eye out for for anything like that. I mean, obviously he knows that we're interested in them because he gave
Wait,
us one
can
of them.
we have one more sending, right? Can't we just ask him where he is? Okay, where are you at? Maybe we can meet up.
Then we won't have a sending for Alba until the morning.
That's fine. We didn't think we were going to have one anyways.
Well,
You can message him in the morning. He'll survive for the night.
We'll also be departing. I don't know if we want to burn Jet's resources so soon in the morning.
We can ask Eku to do it. She can do that sort of thing, I think.
True. I don't know. I think that you bring up a good point, Soul, that the fact that he's willing to wait a 10-day tells us where he's at on the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if we have any hope of coming to a fair, even, and reasonable negotiating table, we should probably respect it.
What if we try messaging the prince?
Then he would bring it to the king, and it would possibly.
Would he?
I would think so. It's his son, and it doesn't look like they would do anything but together. They're low on numbers. I think a feud right now would probably make worse problems for them.
Possibly. My thought was it was a while ago, but when we met with the king the in the citadel such a place, temple, they wasn't there a bit of not hesitation, but something going on with the prince?
I mean, he definitely seemed eager to please his father, and there was a certain dynamic there. But since we've already messaged the king, I'm just worried that if we message him and he he does go to the king, that just puts us having to declare war on Firefinger to get this cube into the picture.
They're already willing to work
Bajunare,
with us.
are you still there?
Yeah, she'll look up from where she's been futzing with the gramophone.
Have you met the Prince of Firefinger much, or know anything about him?
Yeah, we had a few conversations. I enchanted him like I did Warwick.
Ouch! Yikes! Ugh.
You have the worst luck. I am so sorry.
Thanks. I don't know. I mean, you guys are nice.
Yeah. Well,
Debatable.
debatable. Do you know
It's
if
at least nice to look at.
I'm flattered, Missionary. Also a little bit weirded out.
I wasn't talking to. Please continue.
Do you know what his feelings about the Terrafolk people are? I'm not hearing anything.
I don't know what you're asking.
Like, if we
His
were to
people,
tell,
the people he's
like, his subjects, would, if we were to tell him, hey, we have a problem for the reason your eggs aren't hatching and your people are dying out, will he answer that call?
And would he
held
do
by
it?
the Terrafolk. Try to do the same thing I did with Warwick, which is, or charm person, get what I want. And
Oh, you just, like, legit
him didn't
charmed
work.
him. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't just charm because it's not as long lasting. It's like a whole process. Like, you got to get them wrapped around your finger so that when the spell runs out, you're not run out.
Thinking about it, yeah.
But even during me and the Terrafolk Prince's talks, as short as they were, he wasn't willing to under his father. But I might have been worth more to him than a cube. Who's to say?
That just seems...
It's risky.
It's immensely risky, because if we try to undermine the king and what he's doing, and
Maybe
the
he'll
prince
try to come
rats,
after us and kill us.
well, and he probably wouldn't bring the cube.
Well, he did carry all his other trophies on him.
But is it a trophy though?
Is it worth testing the fact that we are in good graces with them and we already have something to do to fill the time that he said? It's not like this is the last cube. We have
other cubes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's things we can do to fill the time. It would be risky to try to undermine the king, and because if we were found out, it would be much more difficult and potentially bloody for us to do it that way.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it was worth asking, I think, because if he was very much like for his people, that would have made things a lot easier, I think. Then I guess
we also don't know what the 10 days for. This could be for their people.
Well, yeah, but so do we want to try to contact the king and ask him, hey, okay, where are you at? Maybe we can hit you up along the way.
Well, we're taking a portal, so
yeah, if he's like down in that area,
but the end location is Dungrungalung, so.
Well, he said we can meet there. He didn't say that we have to.
Yeah, because we were talking about like going somewhere like the next morning. So perhaps the thing to say would be like, Dungrungalung and a 10-day are tough for us. We'll soon be in Shilku Bay. Perhaps we can make other plans.
Like other arrangements down in that area.
Yeah, either down in that area or just like in the future generally.
Yeah.
How do you want me to word this?
Just sort of by leaving it open, saying Dungrungalung and a 10-day are tough for us.
Are they even possible for us? Like if we have to do everything else,
Yeah, we will, and then you can say we will soon be in the Shilku Bay region.
So Dungrungalung in a 10-day is excuse me, it's too long.
Is tough for us.
It's tough.
And
or
then,
impossible, maybe.
Yeah, impossible. It's still one word. Just spell it out as it is.
And then like it makes it clear that hey, we're not going to meet up with you there.
You can either meet us at Nangalore or you don't.
We will be at Shilku Bay by the afternoon tomorrow?
Probably don't give a hard date. I just say
we will
soon.
we will soon be in the Shilku Bay region. Perhaps we could make plans another time.
Or down in that area.
Mhm.
Perhaps we can make plans closer to there.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Do we want to make plans for to meet down there?
Yeah. Perhaps we can make plans for down in that area. For in that area.
16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So all I can fit is, do we want to make plans to meet down there? That's 25.
That works.
Perfect.
Alright, so Dungrungalung is a 10-day, in a 10-day is impossible. We will soon be at Shoko Bay. We will be at Shoko Bay region soon. Do you want to make plans to meet down there? Sound good?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Alright, this is my last spell slot for the night.
And then I can try to find Eku about contacting Alba.
And that is it.
Taryn, are you still awake and not passed out?
Yeah.
What's a good reply for if someone were to say salutations at the end of a phrase? What might you say to tell them we're on our way?
Well, I don't think they can hear the message, so you could just say that you heard
I
it.
know, but one of the people is apparently capable of seeing scrying spells. I don't want to risk it.
The sending's not a scrying spell.
I'm just nervous. Things got more complicated.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying I don't think they can hear the message.
Mm-hmm. Well, also it will tell him very clearly. Cool. I understand exactly what you said. Like, we're not just coming down there to be willy-nilly.
Okay.
That's my thinking. Though I appreciate your reassurance, Jet.
Yeah, no
Plus,
problem.
I think.
Just figured going to the point for you would be the best. That's all.
Well, I also think being reassuring and being like, this is what we got going on a little bit more will be helpful. I don't want to waste the entire time being like, cool, we're on our way.
Okay.
But it's okay. We can figure it out. Heck. Yeah. Quite excited about it.
This is going to be interesting. Sec.
Oh, I said, oh god, what a fucking blowhard. Sorry. It's been posted.
Yeah, I was about to say it out loud.
Oh, go to town.
So they won't meet down there. They want to schedule for Grungalong. You can see us at Firefinger at any time after 10 day. Stay safe.
So it sounds like our best plan forward is what Soul suggested. Nangalore, back to Kirsabal, Shilku, Wormheart Mine, that whole deal. Hope to come back. Meet, get the cube, go to Mesro, use the portal to Rosny.
I mean, if we do that too, we don't have to search for him, which is going to be nice.
True. Though, again, I'm worried about the portal situation.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, a few people. I want the help of my husband. I am fine going first.
So, going by yourself is suicide. Okay. We're already saying we're going.
I know, but like if the thing doesn't work and like you guys have to like figure out other plans.
So we have 10 days to wait anyways. There's no reason to go there and wait and then catch up to you. I don't understand why you want to sacrifice yourself running there. By the time that happens, we could probably get there faster as a group.
Confused about what you mean by that.
I think Soul is saying that he'll step through the portal first in case there's something wrong with that.
My bad, I thought you were saying you were willing to run there by yourself, and while we go
No,
get the cube.
no. Like we can like open the portal, see if it opens back up, and then if it doesn't, you guys can either decide to step through or decide to go on and do the next thing because you gotta.
All right. Still going.
Missionary will speak up from the gramophone. I'll just step through the portal and get it tested tomorrow. It's my portal anyways.
Will it be alright?
Well, it's not
What do
your
you mean?
portal. It's a portal.
It's on Kirsabal ground. It's my portal. It's within the the constraints of Omu territory, and everything in Omu territory is mine.
She is sort of the regent heir, if not current queen.
No, I more mean the. I've stepped through the portal here at Kirsabal. It works. It works fine. I'm worried about the portal on the other end and what its situation and condition is. Nobody's been maintaining it. Even if it is yours, you've never put your hands on it.
Things
And
living
I
around
guess I'll put
there.
my hands on it tomorrow. One more time.
There might be like things living around it now. I mean, if it's a magic hub, things tend to is ruins. As we found in Mesro, things tend to occupy ruins.
I'll be fine. If the portal's stuck, I'll send in Aarakocra to find me, so that he gets there after a few days.
Thank you, Ghost Call. Majunari, sorry.
Yeah, my only stipulation is I'd like to see you guys one more time before you leave.
If the portal doesn't
For-
work, I'm sure we'll see each other in Shilku.
Yeah, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Like before the point of no return.
Of course.
We'll be back.
I hope you'll get to meet Alba. He's very nice. You'll hate him.
I'd like that.
He'll either
don't know.
adopt you
I mean-
or he'll hate you. It's one of the two. I think both, but I think adopt.
Alba just Soul just made like a possible great idea into like, what did I just agree to?
Oh no, she hates Tyrion too. And now look at them, they're BFFs.
I know, but you like it was like a good conversation. You just kept going about Alba just gonna hate her, and I'm like, it's like it was good.
Like in that loving kind of way. Like we're like you learn to like grow and love them later.
Turn back to messing with the gramophone.
Oh. Gosh, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry, I'm just tired. It's 1 a.m. I had
Fine.
4 hours of sleep. Fuck.
Anything else before we wrap up for tonight's session?
I'm all good here, fam.
Mark, do you have anything?
No, I was gonna say Jet just has RP ideas for the night before bed, but that's on.
Yeah.
That can be into the Discord.
Soul's definitely going to walk and sleep at the temple tonight. He hasn't done that in a while, and shit's popping off. He's nervous.
Duvanith will just linger behind for half a second and will approach Majonare and will say, "Thank you for dinner tonight. It reminded me a lot of home and Castle Never in ways I didn't really expect, but thank you." And she'll smile and go to leave.
Missionary will struggle to keep her composure, kind of not like stare dumbly at you, but just kind of absorb what you're saying. And as you turn around, you can catch her sort of wave a dumbstruck expression on her face.
Duvanith will catch the wave, sort of turn, stop at the doorframe, and be like, "And to clarify, I meant what reminded me so much the really awkward banter that was going around the table was wholly reminiscent of. Never mind. Have a good night," and she'll leave.
Have a good night, Duvanith. And so you've all retired to your separate rooms. Your bellies are full for the first time in months, and there's a warmth saturated deep into your bones that's never been felt. All of you have fresh, clean blankets. Your beds are warm one way or another. And there's quiet conversation kind of filtering all throughout the room. Majonari is going to stay up all night weaving by the gramophone, soft music playing, Artis and Eku taught, and it feels, sounds, and smells like a proper lived-in home. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Also, so quick contacts Seku and asks her if she can quick send Alba and say like, okay, cool, we're on our way.
She does not do that.
It can wait. That's fine.
She says, yes, it can, and then she goes back to talking to Artis.
Could you right now, though?
Huh?
Could you right now, though?
No, you're not paying me to do that.
We have credits. We can make it happen.
All that money's probably going to Ecker, let's be honest here.
Oh, true. We didn't think about paying her.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
You guys work for so much fucking money.
Yeah, I know, that's
Hi guys,
why...
this was a great session.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you to resubscribers and the 2 new followers. We love you guys.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Make sure you hit the Discord. The link is right there in the chat.
Join
there.
us. We can talk.
Yep, and you can see all the fun shit we talk about.
We barely talk about D&D.
Half the time. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Night.